Hello guys, welcome back to the crew Wild Run. Summit Qualifier of May 26th, 2016. That's what started today. I believe it's called Trick It. Roundup video for day 1. And we will start this time. As you can see, I have several events already recorded. I had a lot of videos, but these are sort of my best runs so far on day 1. Slalom, I'm using the BMW bike because on that track I cannot control with my keyboard a drag car as most using, so I'm just going for a top 30 or something in this one, we'll see. Slalom in the BMW circuit spec. This can be improved going this way because at first I have loaded a ghost of my friend and he was going the other way. Using a drag car, but I can't control the drag car going the other way. Maybe I can control it going this way because basically you only have to do one big turn to the left. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. But this is my score with the bike as a first go, sort of 21st or whatever it was. For the slalom. Precision skill, same story, BMW circuit bike. I missed the gate, so I have to retry here. I don't go back at the start for the simple reason that you immediately have a corner to the right after 3 gates or something. That's why I just start in front of the skill thing. At this moment, 3rd place, as you can see, and we are now 11 PM, so the summit is running for about 10 hours now at this moment, and this was recorded not long ago in 3rd position there. For the speed skill, use a drag car and basically go through the grass in the beginning of the speed skill, so you do not have to, because if you do on the road where it starts, it all sort of, no matter which direction you go, it all sort of comes down to a dead end or something. But if you go at the start of the skill test, immediately go left over the grass, go left again, then you have one long highway, so you can use a drag car here. The problem with my keyboard with a drag car, if for instance that simple turn there on the highway, I have to tap the handbrake to make the car turn. This is going to be way easier if you can use a controller or something like that, but This is the way to go though, because you will never find a longer straight than going this way. So that's for those 3 skill tests. Next up, I will do the speed trap. I have taken the Ford Raptor here in a solo run, which at the time was good enough for 2nd place. Obviously we need to do this with a crew, but I hadn't a crew at hand at that moment, so I did it solo, but it was good enough for 2nd. And I use the Raptor because it's pretty good, not only top speed wise, I think it's the highest top speed of the lot you can choose, but you can also easily wall ride with it. So I do a wall ride here on the barrier and then hit the nitro. You can get a higher speed here though than 311. And especially with the crew, you can get a draft. So going back to the highway, and then we're coming back for 3 and 4. 3 and 5 that is. And then you will see me go sort of to this point, because time wise you cannot go 3 times all the way to the highway. And seeing I was doing this solo, my time was limited. If you come back here with a crew, with a draft, obviously things will happen very fast compared to what I'm doing here by myself. Crash into that thing is also not a bad option, because you will immediately have a full nitro bar if you activate the crash cam. Not that it matters so much, because you have to drive back anyway, but... So to go back to this sign, to go for number 4, I could have gone a bit further because I have a bit time left at the end. Same story, we go this way, but now you have to go next to the barrier here to be able to reach number 4 in sort of a speed thing. And watch out for the speed cameras themselves, because you can crash into them. And now you look at the time, I had 40 seconds left here, so I sort of took a detour. You can also shortcut to number 1, but I just go this way now. Also here you can get more speed if you have more time and stuff like that, so. I have 20 seconds left, and a quick look told me that 1 and 3 were the lowest, so I tried with the wall ride here, tried to get more speed on 3, but I didn't reach it though. But 300 kilometer average, not that bad. And at that moment, which was about 2 hours ago or something, not many people had done it in a crew, I think, because it was good enough for 2nd place, only beaten by driver Zidane with 6 kilometers an hour. So, and this run can be improved even solo. But the Raptor is the way to go, I guess. That's for the speed trap. So we have done the speed tail. Monster Arena, I used the Camaro. That has to be improved, but I will show you the run anyway. Here it already went wrong because I only got a good landing instead of a perfect. So I already lost about 1500 points there. Here it goes wrong again because I missed the 500 in the jump here, going up. So that's another 1000 or 1500 missed. This time I do take a 500, but I only get a good landing instead of a perfect one if I'm not mistaken. So again here, losing points. Yep. And I'm a bit short on time, so the only thing I can do is a backflip and land it as fast as possible. To get the points in the end, which was less than 1 second left, so I had to make a move there. Resulting in 58k, not sure which place I got for that one. Third in the event rank at that moment. And it's still the case at this moment, I think. But this can be improved. I think I even on my channel have videos of a higher score in this arena. Monster Arena. Drift Trial, I've been messing around. It's a known track, just as the Speedtrap and all that. Been messing around with cars. Eventually I took the Camaro, and this is sort of my best run so far, but it can be improved. Because it can't take the RX-7, the M5 or something. It's an American Summit Qualifier, so you have to use American cars. I am in manual here and I keep it in third gear, by the way. Didn't show it in the video here now, but I always do the drift trial in manual. And if you slow down a bit, you just use a bit of nitro to pull you out of a corner or something. And at the end I even lose the multiplier. So I probably can do 250, 260 something if I flick the car around a bit more, but I am playing with the keyboard. Settings for the keyboard, as always, I never change my settings no matter what event I do. Dead zone at 0, vibration at 0, and all the rest, sensitivity and linearity or whatever it is, all at 100%. Only dead zone and vibration I have at 0. That's good enough for 31st place, and well, that's sort of my ranking. Top 30, top 20 sometimes in the drift. I can never reach scores of 400,000. With my keyboard I cannot flick the car around that much than people with a wheel or a controller can. So drift, I'm toast. Drift, we have seen that. Next up, the drag. We are using the Mustang with one fast car to get a draft from at that moment in time, which meanwhile is improved, but at that moment in time it was good enough for first place. I'm not sure, I think it was the second or the third run in this video where I scored the best at that moment. So 3 of us are in a Mustang and Husky is in the Viper to give a draft. That's sort of what we're doing here. You need a fast accelerating car which you can get a draft from, but the Mustang top speed wise is the best. Seen it can reach on a long track 655 kilometers an hour. Not sure if you can reach that on this one though, it's pretty short. I thought I had a 12.214, so probably the last run will be the best one. In this run I sort of ghost driving the whole way with the others and getting a drop from Husky, ghost driving with the other two, and that's why it's probably the fastest. I think it's 12.214 or something, yep. Which is good enough for first place at that moment. But meanwhile it has been improved, I believe. But I'm not into drag, so I probably will not mess around much there. So that's for the drag. Then crew time attack. It's a known track. We have used it before with, if I'm not mistaken, the Pagani Huayra. You need to use back on track in the beginning there to sort of respawn you at the bridge. All sort of American cars. The 2 people that were in my team, or 3, that they kind of sticked with the Focus. I went with the Raptor. And at that time I did the best overall time. Later has been improved with 0.2 of a second by Husky to a 1:26.8 or something. I do it to 1:27.0. I'm not sure what the situation now, because this is almost like 2 hours ago or something. I stick to the Raptor because I think it is better on the off-road. Here we have to use back on track, and then it sort of puts you on the bridge immediately. Shortcut here as well, go off-road. But as you can see, with the drop I can get 220 kilometers an hour here. In the Focus you get stuck at 170. That's why I use the Raptor. Full bar of nitro here, or whatever you have left. And then comes the tricky part where you have to go through the trees, and well, that goes again trees just like last week. And sometimes it goes okay, and sometimes you get away with it. And sometimes you're completely stuck in those woods, but this is sort of okay. Then here you go next to the van, and then that last corner is also sort of got through it this time, but usually you hit one of those trees there. And as I said in the check box, bingo! I knew it was a good time, but I didn't know it was even good enough for first place at that moment. But the next run, which I don't have on video, Husky, using the Focus, did a 126.8. So Focus or Raptor, we have tried the Corvette and all that, but those were, even the Indian Scout bike, those were all slower. And then we come to the problem of this qualifier, brand time. It's a Shelby GT500, if I'm not mistaken, in circuit spec. You get that, well, you sort of get that. You have to use that car, but you have to use your own. It's raining, it's sharp cornering, and the car slides all over the place. Also have to use back on track here and there. For a keyboard player, it's a shitty track with a shitty car, but I probably need 3 days to be able to get my time under 2 minutes or something. Top times are 1:52 at the time we were playing. I did it 2:01, I think, but yeah, it's day one, so here it is. Best run so far today. But it's 11 PM here now, and I play till 6-7 in the morning, so I'll probably create a few more videos which I will post some sort of roundup for day 2 tomorrow or something. Here we go, it's sliding. Here you have to brake, sliding again. Here you have to brake and you sort of go on 2 wheels. Same story here. Here you have to cut, jump through the rocks, and then use back on track. Then it puts you behind the rocks on the road. Braking here, because otherwise you go into the field. It's kind of a corner on a bump. It's a mess. And messy driving as well, but eventually made the finish, which was not always the case. Sliding here, you see the car slide like hell. And because of the keyboard, which kind of limits the steering, it's a messy track and a shitty track. In combination with that car, it's a mess. Here again, 2 wheels. And here I thought of cutting that, but it's not possible. There are barriers there. Here you can sort of shortcut, but you never know where you're gonna end up. Usually you end up next to the bridge, but this time I made the bridge and managed to do a finish. I think we tried like 10 runs and I finished twice or something. But I had a time on the tables and that was, at that moment, it's good enough. So this is sort of the roundup for day 1. And what does that all mean in overall standings? If you look at it at this, I haven't done any PvP yet. I haven't done any free drive challenge or free drive stunts yet. And I am in 10th position overall at this moment with the times and scores you saw in these videos. That's kind of, let me check, we done this skill. Yep, you've seen it all of the videos that I have here at this moment. So that will be it for this video roundup day 1 from the new Summit Qualifier at May 26th, 2016. I will see you guys in the next one and bye for now.